Alright guys, so right now we're gonna replace the clutch on this big bus. Reason being, we put a new compressor, and a week later the new clutch went out. Apparently it's a 24 bolt clutch when the system is a 12 bolt. We did not know that, so probably they just sent us the wrong compressor. So still the same compressor overall, completely same compressor, but the clutch apparently is for more industrial settings than this. So apparently it's a 12 volt instead of I'm sorry, it was a 24 volt instead of a 12. So now we're putting on a 12 volt. So the way to do that, this is already the magnet installed from the 12 volt, and I'm going to show you guys how to do the installation removal. So first, you're going to imagine you have your pulley that goes right over it. On the front you have the clutch plate, the one that actually engages. On the center you're going to have a bolt that's going to be a 12 millimeter. You're going to remove that bolt. You're going to have a C-clamp that sits right here, right on this edge, that's going to hold. Once you remove this bolt, you're going to have the clutch. You're going to take that off. Underneath of that, you're going to have the little C-clamp that holds the pulley. Okay, the bearing sits in here on this edge, and the pulley sits right over it. Okay, but it's going to have a C-clamp that holds that in place. You're going to take that C-clamp off, and then you're going to have to tap out the pulley. You're going to have to tap it from this edge a little bit at a time until you wiggle it out of place. And then on the back, you're going to have the magnet. The magnet is going to have 3 bolts. Okay, let me see if I can get in there. See if you can pick at least one of them. Give me 1 second. This thing just switched. Okay, so see if we can get that. Okay. Alright, so you see those alien heads? It has 3 of those. It has 3 of those alien heads. What's going on here? Okay, here we go. Alright, so it has 3 of those alien heads that you're gonna have to remove in order to get the magnet out. And then the process of putting it back on is the same. So as of now, where I'm at, I already tied down those 3 bolts. Now I'm gonna put the pulley over it, and I gotta put the C-clamp. So let me get the pulley over it, and we'll get to the C-clamp. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, so we have the new pulley. Okay, we gotta put the C-clamp on. So you can see I put some grease on it, just a little bit, so the pulley will slide in pretty smooth. And if I ever have to replace it again, it's not gonna be all tight the way this one was, and this was just a brand new compressor. So let me get the pin the neck C-clamp in there, and then we can put the new clutch itself with a bolt, and we can do the wiring. So let me get that C-clamp. Alright guys, so let me see if you can see that C-clamp. I don't know if you can pick it up right there. The black ring. That black ring right there in the center. That's the C-clamp. Now we gotta put the new clutch. Now these little spacer washers here, they were in the old clutch to make a little space, and I'm assuming like a little gap. So we're gonna put that, and this is a stud. We're gonna put a little bit of the Loctite, that way it doesn't back out in case if it does. So that to go inserted inside the clutch itself. I'm not sure if this one has them in there. I'm pretty sure not. So see, it doesn't have them inside there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna slide those in, the new ones, in the same manner they were. It's like this guy's in there. Oops. I guess I just have to straighten that one out. But yeah, put that in, a little bit of Loctite, present that and put it on the compressor, and then we should be able to do the wiring and test it out. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, so the clutch is in. It's a little Loctite in there. The belt's already put on. I already tested it out, and I don't know if you can guys pick up that gap right here. That gap is the kind of gap that you want to have so that it will be spinning free without touching the clutch. Now with the two little washers that I was showing you guys for the spacer here, for this space to be, it was a little bit too wide. So what I did, I only put one washer so that that space will still be clear, but without actually pushing this too much out, so the gap wouldn't be too big. So only one washer is what I used. I already tested it out, she's working perfectly fine, and they don't come with a quick connector for the harness, so I put in my quick connect, rewire the wire all the way through where it's supposed to be, and she's ready to go. The only other thing that I noticed is that the oil might be a little bit low, so I'm going to fill it up to like halfway. I'm going to start it again, let it sit, and kind of keep an eye on it to see where I'm at with the oil, because I want it to be at least halfway, that way the compressor doesn't run empty. So, and the way that to fill that up is going to be that one stud right there. You take that off and you start filling it up through there, and you're going to start getting some oil in there. So let me get that done real quick, but at least replacing the clutch, that's the way to do it, and it's already done, set, ready to go. Alright guys, like always, share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.